Thank you, Kirk. Let's dive now into the election results. Today was primary election day in Ohio. There was one statewide issue, and let's start there. So Ohio issue 2, it would allow the state to issue up to $2.5 billion in general obligation bonds to support the state capital improvement program. And what that means is that gives local governments the ability to support public infrastructure programs, and voters agreed with that by 67%, and 32% of voters said no. And so about 98% of the vote is in for that. So we are calling that for yes, this has passed. Now let's move to Washington County. The Washington County Children's Services additional levy. This levy was to provide support for the care of children's services and the placement of children. The Washington County Children's Services says the cost of caring for children in foster care has gone up a lot. So they were asking for some help, and voters agreed yes by 66%, 33% said no. The Washington County Home Levy. The Washington County Home houses about 60 people with different needs, and this levy would support maintenance and operation of the county home. Every time this has been on the ballot, it has passed, and it's been on the ballot so many times it predates county records. This year, voters again agreed 60% to support the Washington County home, 39% said no. Let's move now to some school bond issues and tax levies. So Belpre City Schools, they would like to construct a new middle and high school. Their facilities are aging, and voters agreed with them by 58%. It was a little bit close, 42% said no. Marietta City Schools renewal tax levy, they needed this levy to prevent a budget deficit, and voters also voted to agree to this one for the tax levy. 63%, 36% voted no. Warren Local Schools renewal tax levy, this one was a close one. This was for help manage day-to-day operations for Warren Local Schools. 50% voted against that levy, and 50% voted for that tax levy, and then 49% voted against it. So that was a close race. The Meigs County 911 additional tax levy, against the tax, this was also close. 50% for the tax was 49%. And now the last school bond issue and tax levy, Eastern Local Schools. Eastern Local Schools also wanted to renovate and make some upgrades, but voters overwhelmingly said no to that. 70% against it and 29% for it. So these are the unofficial election results for primary day in Ohio, and you can look on WTAP.com if you need any more of those results. And now our Chase Campbell is going to talk about how the Washington County Home Levy and the Washington County Children's Service Levy passed tonight and what that means for Washington County.